Have you ever felt like you were meant for more, but something invisible was holding you back? It's a feeling a lot of us know. You have a dream, a big idea that gets your heart pumping, but then a little voice inside your head starts whispering. It tells you that you're not smart enough, not rich enough, not connected enough. It tells you to be realistic. That voice, my friends, is the sound of small thinking. It's the biggest problem we face on our journey to success. It's a trap that convinces us that the big things we desire are impossible, so we don't even bother to try. We give up before we even get started. This kind of thinking is a habit, a comfortable pattern that keeps us safe from failure. But it also keeps us locked away from our true potential. A lot of folks with billion-dollar ideas are barely making a few $100,000, if that. Why? Because what seems big to them is actually small in the grand scheme of things. They see a mountain and decide it's too high to climb, so they just set up camp at the bottom. Meanwhile, you see other people with what looks like a terrible idea, and they're making millions. The Bible gives us a powerful story about this very problem. Think about the children of Israel. They had been slaves in Egypt for hundreds of years. God miraculously freed them. He parted the Red Sea. He led them to the edge of the Promised Land, a land flowing with milk and honey. All they had to do was go in and take it. They sent 12 spies to scout the land. When the spies returned, their report changed history for a generation. It shows the difference between thinking big and thinking small. 10 spies came back with a report full of fear. Yes, the land is amazing. The fruit is huge. It's everything God promised. But then came the but. But the people there are giants. We saw them with our own eyes. We felt like grasshoppers next to them. They were grasshoppers in their own sight. The giants didn't call them grasshoppers. They called themselves that. They forgot the God who had just defeated the Egyptian army. But 2 spies, Joshua and Caleb, came back with a different spirit. They saw the same giants, the same fortified cities, the same challenges. They didn't see an impossibility. They saw opportunity. Yes, the giants are big, but our God is bigger. We can certainly do this. They focused on the size of God, not the size of the problem. They remembered past miracles and believed God wouldn't abandon them. The way we talk to ourselves, especially the questions we ask, has a huge impact on what we believe is possible. Small thinking is built around one simple, destructive question. Can I? Can I afford it? Can I really do that? Can I succeed where others have failed? This question is a trap. It's looking for a yes or no. Because the dream is big and scary, your fear will almost always scream, no! That single word shuts down creativity and stops you. When you say, I can't, you're treating it like an eternal fact. Think about it. When you were a baby, you didn't know how to walk or talk, but you didn't decide, I can't. You just kept trying. Fight the self-sabotaging voice that talks you out of your destiny before you take the first step. Stop asking dead-end questions and start asking questions that open possibilities. If you want to change your life, change your question. Instead of can I, start asking, how can I? How can I afford it? How can I make the time? How can I learn the skills I need? How can I find the right people to help me? This shift from can to how changes everything. It turns you from passive to an active problem solver. Your brain starts searching for answers, making lists, and finding pathways. This question forces resourcefulness and draws you to lean on God. Asking how can I admits you don't have the answer now, but declares faith that an answer exists. It opens you to creative solutions you would never have seen otherwise. Sometimes you only see the first step of the staircase. Asking how is taking that first step in faith. This is the lesson for us today. We all have giants. Financial debt, health issues, or broken relationships, a business that's struggling. Small thinking makes us feel like grasshoppers. We tell ourselves we're too weak, too small, and that the problem is too big. But God calls us to a Joshua and Caleb mentality. Look at your giants and declare, He is bigger. Your victory depends not on your strength, but on your willingness to trust Him. Your potential waits on the other side of a better question. Stop letting the world program you to believe you are smaller than your chances. You were created for more. You were designed for greatness. It's time to break free from the trap of small thinking. Start asking how. Your words are more than just sounds. They are the windows through which you see the world. If you constantly speak about small things, small problems, small opportunities, you will blind yourself to the massive possibilities that are all around you. When you say, "There just aren't any good opportunities out there, I can only charge a small amount for my service," you are not just describing reality, you are creating it for yourself. You see things as you are, not as they are. Your small words build a small world for you to live in, and you end up wondering why you can't get ahead. You have to start speaking big words. You have to talk about your goals as if they are already happening. This isn't about being fake. It's about operating in faith. The Bible says that God calls into being things that were not. Your words have creative power too. When you speak about abundance, success, breakthroughs, you begin to train your mind to look for them. You start to notice opportunities that were invisible to you before. Your words are the seeds you plant for the harvest you expect to receive tomorrow. Step into the incredible life that God has waiting for you. The puzzle piece is in your hand. It's time to put it all together.